Welcome to the One Touch Brands video chat technology demo. We are reinventing the customer experience and sales process with video chat. A little bit about One Touch Brands. We started the technology in the legal space over 2 years ago and saw the increase in close rates with lawyers and had a lot of companies wanting to license the technology, which is when One Touch Brands was born. Really around innovating the customer experience and sales process and operationalizing the technology to plug and play into existing customer service, tech support, and sales process. Our technology really allows customers and employees of companies to connect instantly through mobile video, whether it's an iOS app, Android, or through desktop. We offer the technology in two forms. One, we can build a native iOS and Android application completely branded for the customer, where we're behind the scenes and we can do that in less than a few weeks. So we're not talking years, months, very quick to implement. Or you can use our plug and play SDK into any existing mobile app, which allows you to drop the video experience into anything that you have into your current mobile app. We have a SaaS-based dashboard for being able to accept the video sessions. The technology works not only on Wi-Fi, but as well as all the carrier networks, all the operating systems on Android and iPhone, and high-quality HD. We've perfected the video quality to actually read down to a 6-point font. So think of service tags or SKU numbers, checking account, VINs, anything that has small fonts that you want to read, the back of a cable box, washer and dryer, we can read down to that. So how's the technology different than some of the consumer video chat technologies out there? Take Skype, WhatsApp, FaceTime, Google Duo. I'm sure if you've tried to video chat somebody from, friend or family, you know that unless you're on Wi-Fi, it's very low quality. You get a lot of poor connections, freeze framing. In addition, it's not meant for company usage. There's no service levels. You have to exchange personal information. So I'd have to have your cell phone number. You'd have to have mine. So from a company and a brand perspective, that wouldn't work. In addition to that, you can't brand any of these applications as your own. There aren't SDKs available, and you can't plug it into existing processes. In addition, there's no dashboard that provides you any data or reporting, no ability to record audio, no customer feedback surveys. So where we're seeing the most traction in video chat today is really across 6 main solutions, one being sales. The ability to put a name behind the brand and create a more personal and trusting relationship really increases the closing rate. If you look at the industry stats on progressive countries outside of the U.S. as well as some brands in the U.S., it's estimated that close rates go up by anywhere from 35 up to 70% by doing that video interaction. In addition to that, Forrester came out with a report a couple of weeks ago that said video creates trust with consumers 5 times more than a phone conversation through video. On the support side, a lot of cost takeout opportunities here on anything tech support related. So anything that saves handle time. Video chat versus traditional chat can reduce handle time by 70% by being able to see what the customer's seeing, resolve it quickly. In addition, you think of the home services industry or cable where you have to roll a truck, being able to reduce truck rolls by 20-30% and increasing customer sat dramatically. Service tag validation and fraud. So I've got a computer, I've got service support on it. Being able to instantly see that service tag on that actual computer live versus the ability to doctor images, or in banking, being able to do fraud from that perspective really helps on not being able to doctor imagery and doing it through live video. Hiring and recruiting, thinking of being able to hire higher quality of people faster. So whether you have to ramp up your staffing for seasonal, whether you hire large numbers of people, doing virtual kind of job fairs, the ability to be able to see what a person looks like, are they going to represent your brand well, and saving supervisors time and money from not having to interview people that aren't qualified. Estimation and dispatch. So home services, 50% of folks calling to get an estimate, whether it's a plumber, a painter, flooring, go with the first person that they talk to and feel comfortable with. Obviously, it's a very highly competitive market, so the ability to see what the customer is seeing and be able to give a virtual estimate versus costing hundreds of dollars going somewhere and not knowing where you're actually, if you're going to get the job or not get the job, is a big, increase in revenue and cost saver. And then consultant advisory. This is really around anything that has, account management, where you want to create more touch points, deeper relationships, increase your territory. And this is both a nonprofit and profit space. So a lot of different industries this applies to. Here's some of the top industries that we've talked a little bit about. We find new industries every single day of what companies bring to us of wanting to use the technology from that perspective. I'm going to show the technology and show a live call of how it works. We'll pull up the dashboard. Again, this is a SaaS-based dashboard, so just need an internet connection for this to work, and a camera, no hardware, no software to install. Here is the main queue. So depending upon when the customer connects, I'm going to have a queue here. So I've got a customer came in interested in opening a checking account. So I'm going to hit accept the video here. Gives me a second to be able to review customer information, and the customer will appear. Hello there. I see that you're interested in opening a checking account. What can we do for you?
Yeah, I need to open up a checking account for my son.
Oh, great. How old is your son?
He just turned 18.
Just turned 18. Great. And are you looking for a checking account? We're going to tie that to yours, or will this be a new banking relationship?
Oh, no. We're not tying it to mine.
Oh.
He's on the phone.
Okay. And will you be needing tell me a little bit about your son. Are you going to be putting money on a card? Do you need a debit account? What are you thinking?
Yeah, we need a debit card. He started his own landscaping business, so he's going to be depositing a lot of checks. So I want to make sure that he has that mobile checking. Will you take a picture of it?
Oh, okay, great. Well, that's awesome that he's an entrepreneur already. Does he need? Were we going to need a business account too for him, or he's just doing it under his name as a checking account?
It's starting off mowing the neighbor's lawns.
Gotcha. Okay, so no LLC just yet.
Not yet.
Okay, great. Well, we can do that all virtually. You don't need to go into a branch. What I'll do is I'll send you.
You could do it from here.
Yep, do it from here. You don't even need to come in. We can send you a secured link to open up that account. I can get your email address, send that over to you. I can stay on the phone, walk you through the process through video if you have any questions. Make sure everything's good on my end. Then at some point I will need you to come into the branch. We'll go through kind of the ID process. We can even pick out some checks today if he wants paper checks. Given he's 18, he may not want paper checks, but we can go through that process and get you all taken care of. That way, when you do come into the branch, just a couple minutes, kind of picking it up if he wants to deposit money. But all the paperwork stuff we can get done here through our video chat.
That's great. One more question.
Yes.
Will he have overdraft protection? Because you know how kids are.
Yeah, we can add overdraft protection into the account. We have several different types of student accounts. I'll go through all of that in details. There's a couple of different options. Depending upon what you want, we can just pick which ones you think is the right one for him. Given that he's opening up that company, it's going to have a little bit of deposits and so forth. I've got some products in mind. We can go through that. I'll send you over the secured link. I'll stay on the line with you, and we can get that taken care of. Then at your convenience, you can stop by the branch, show a couple of IDs. He can deposit some money when's good for him, and it'll be good to go.
This is the coolest thing I've ever seen. This is awesome. I didn't even have to leave my chair.
Yeah, well, it's all about convenience and doing when it's right for you. And then that way, when you go into the branch, everything's done and you don't have to schedule a time. You just can go on your schedule when it's good for you and your son to come in together.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Great. At the end, there's going to be a short survey. It's going to pop your phone. I'd really appreciate to get your feedback.
Okay, great. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Wells. Have a great day. Now, I've sent a secured link. Due to security, I didn't show it. Mr. Wells will get a survey on his phone to rate me and rate our transaction. I'm going to get one on my phone to rate my transaction, and that'll show here. So I'm going to click on the survey here. I'm going to say it went very well. I closed the cell. It was in regards to checking account. So I'm going to put that I sent secured sign up form, stayed online, account is open. He will come by this weekend to provide IDs and deposit. That way when he comes in now, he just has to show up and anybody can help him. I'm going to save this. Now, as a supervisor, I can see all the transactions here. I can see Mr. Wells actually went in and rated me. I see that our call was 3 minutes and 35 seconds. I was the agent that took it. If I click here on the technology, I can see my notes and what we had here. I see that he actually rated me 5 stars here, and here's his customer information in case there needs to be a follow-up. In addition, on the technology, we've got the reporting and analytics. You can see who has downloaded the mobile application, the number of when they first registered for the app. This is if you use our standalone apps. The SDK, you can pull this information through our APIs. I can search on any of this data. I can filter. I can export it to a CSV file, or it can be pulled through APIs. In addition, on the consult history, I'm able to do the same thing. I'm able to search, I'm able to filter, I'm able to export. In addition to that, our Manage Agents tab up here allows you to add agents. The great thing is we don't charge on a cost per seat basis, so you can add as many agents as you want. I do want to thank you for seeing the technology. If you have any questions about the technology, you're able to email us, contact us for support if you have any questions. Thank you for joining our live demo One Touch Brand.